What's up everyone? I wanted to make a video today that I think, let's be fair, this video is probably going to be unpopular to most of you, but it's just something I wanted to talk about. It's not necessarily a bad thing, but it is something that's been getting out of control lately. As you all know, in the video game industry and movie industry and all those, particularly video game industry, everyone seems to be a big fan of sequels. No, I've no problem with sequels to video games, but it gets ridiculous when they keep releasing sequel after sequel after sequel. And, well, what I want to talk about is, there is no reason that Uncharted 4 had to be made. There is no reason Uncharted 4 has to be coming out next year. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm sure Uncharted 4 will be a great game, it'll be fun, they all are, but that's not what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about is that there was no reason for it. The reason they're making Uncharted 4 is clearly to cast in on the popularity and the next gen system, the PS4. I'll explain why there is no need. Well, first of all, Uncharted 3, despite the disappointment that it did kind of clear up the whole storyline of the characters. Yes, Chloe wasn't in as much, and Cutter, although to be fair, he might as well not even been in the game since he was Cow in the first third. Besides that, the main characters, Elena, Drake and Sully, their storylines been cleared up. You got some great moments between Drake and Sully throughout the game. And at the end, it looked like Elena and Drake had finally made up and they were off to live happily ever after and all that. So why is it now that in Uncharted 4, Elena and Drake seem to be having some troubled moments again? No, I'm saying that, they might be like breaking up with each other, they might still be with each other, but why are they again, like, seem to be at odds with each other over this whole treasure hunting gig? You'd think after Uncharted 3 Drake was done. I got the impression Drake was finally done at these crazy adventures that him and Elena could finally settle down along with Sully. But now we got a fourth game out of nowhere they're saying this is going to be the last game, which is a good thing to be fair, but at the end of the day Uncharted 3 felt like the last game. It felt like it wasn't the best game ever, but it did feel like somewhat of a satisfying conclusion. And then there's the whole brother thing. Drake has a brother in Uncharted 4. We have never heard that Drake had a brother. There was never any information out there at all that he ever had a brother. For example, when in Uncharted 3, there's a chapter where you play as Drake when he's fairly young, when he's a boy. Where's his brother there? Why is he have no mention of his brother? Now people are going to say maybe his brother was off somewhere else, maybe they didn't have a good relationship and the like. Fair enough. But that still doesn't excuse the fact that this feels like just a way to advance the plot of Uncharted 4 and to have Troy Baker and Nolan North in the same game together. Don't get me wrong, they're great voice actors, but there is other voice actors besides those two. And it feels like they made it better just so they have a reason to make Uncharted 4 and add Troy Baker in with Nolan North and have some banter between the two. There is no need. I feel like the fact that Drake and Lena are arguing again through this whole wherever Drake's involved in, and they just suddenly shoehorned in this brother that we've never heard of out of nowhere. It makes you feel like they're just trying to do as many things possible just to make up a story just so they can have an Uncharted 4. Again, the game mightn't be bad, but there really is no need for this game to have ever been made. And then this whole thing, why are they suddenly adding in multiple choices now? And they've said themselves, they don't really mean anything. They're just there, just to add a bit of, like, what shall we say, flavour to the game. Just to add a bit of variety. That's grand and all, but Uncharted doesn't need that. Uncharted has always been a straight video game blockbuster, like a movie. It's linear, but that's what people love. They love linearity, they love the big set pieces. You don't need to add in multiple choices all of a sudden in the last game of the fucking series. And it's just these things that make you wonder, do we really need a fourth Uncharted? One, for the love of God, if they were going to make a fourth to anything, why not a Jak and Daxter? I mean, at least with Jak and Daxter, there's other things they could probably pull off, because the world they're in, it looks like there could be other weird shit they could do. Like they had the whole precursor angle. It'd be more relevant than a fourth Uncharted. Or hell, bring out Crash Bandicoot 4, another platformer. That'd be nice. It's been a while since we had a platformer. Or just making another new IP like they did with Last of Us. There is no need for them to have made an Uncharted 4. Really, there is no need. Uncharted was done. What, we don't really need it. And if we get 10 out of 10 and all that, by the end of the day, there really was no need to make this game. And and that's all I want to say. I'm not bashing it. It's coming out, sure, it'd be great, but at the end of the day, they're the things that make you wonder, was there really any point in this game? Or it just feels like Naughty Dog or Sony were just trying to make up these things just so they could release one last Uncharted game to cast in. That's all I want to say. If you like, dislike, wherever, comment down below, subscribe, whatever you want to do, and I'll see you next time.